Alright, boys and girls, so today I am going to trim up a tenderloin and I'm going to do a garlic herb butter on it, and we're going to roast it, and then we are going to slice it out into medallions and season and sear them. So figured I'd bring you along just a little bit for the trimming. I'm sure we've all trimmed one, but some haven't. So here we go. Let me tilt you down. All right, should be good. All right, so as you know, tenderloin, unless you get them trimmed from the store, I don't like doing that. See this guy right here? That's the stuff you want to get rid of. So any of the loose stuff, feel free to just pull it right off. No need even any knife work on some of that stuff. So if it's loose, the rest I like to get here, so that way, you know, tenderloin, it's not something that you really want to waste meat on. So keep that loin tight and pull all this skin back. Get it off. Give her a good tug. Anything that's willing to cooperate, pull it. It's just less knife work for you to do later. Take this back end right here. Use your finger. That's gonna need to get trimmed. And it's about good. So now we got the silver skin here. So we're gonna get up underneath it. Bring it up. Trim it off this end here. Try to get this in one fell swoop, but you can't win them all, you know. I like to pull it down like this on my tenderloin. Because as you can see, then that way I'm not taking any meat with it, and it's only the silver skin that's coming off. So sometimes it doesn't quite cooperate like that, but when it does, it's great. And when we get to where it wants to stop all that fun and games, then we'll trim it out. So now again, start at the little bit of the fatter end right here. Bring it out. If you pull it a little bit towards the thicker side, sometimes it grabs and it starts pulling the rest of it. Sometimes it doesn't. So it all just depends. There we go. That's a nice pull there. Beautiful. And a little bit more. This stuff will ruin your day when you're eating. You expect to bite into that nice, tender, buttery, smooth piece of meat. Not to mention all that flavor we're going to put on it. Doesn't like to come through. All right, I'm going to give her a spin here. And this I'm actually going to trim out. I'm going to use the fatter ends, and then the smaller end I'm actually going to take off because I'm going to do something a little bit special with that in another cook here this week that I'm actually kind of excited about because well, I've never seen it done, so I'm excited. So if it works, but I'm never afraid to try it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But at the end of the day, no matter what it is, we're eating beef, so it's not all bad. All right, so now, now that silver skin is off, like I said, we got this guy over here. this guy over here. Now this is the part we want to focus on right here. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to start on this side since this is the smaller connection. I'm going to just feel it out, and I'm just going to take my blade and just run it through. Then I'll do the same on this side. Now, I'm not a butcher, so if there's any butchers watching, I'm doing my best, man. There we go. Now we're going to save these. And then I'm going to take this back side here. Some of this fat I want to keep on, but like I said, if it's any silver skin, it's gone. We don't want to eat that stuff. So we're just going to trim it out. This right here. Yeah, this is a layer of nasty. So we're just gonna remove him completely. We ain't even gonna bother trimming that out. Save that for some grinds. It's decent fat. Plus it's good to, I like to toss that in sometimes with my, when I render some bones. After I build up enough stock of bones, then I usually go through and make some bone broth, some nice homemade bone broth, smoke it. It's pretty tasty. So a lot of times I use, when I'm trimming some of these real nice cuts of meat, I like to save some of that because it adds fantastic flavor to it. So, all right, this is looking pretty good in here. We got one little stripe here that's got to go. I don't want to be the one getting that bite. This is all nice fat that'll render. You want some, tenderloin's lean, especially doing it on the grill. And again, it's all nice lean. It's lean. Okay. So now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take just the larger end right here. And I'm gonna take it to about here. Again, I'm gonna save that piece for my little special project this week. And I'm gonna come down here. That should be about right here. Actually, I'll go just a little bit more. And we're gonna bring that right about there. So now we got these nice pieces of tenderloin still left. This one here I need to trim out a little bit more, but that'll be a nice strip of meat there. And then we got this guy. And this right here is what we're gonna roast. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to whip up my garlic butter. Now that we got her all trimmed up, I'm gonna get her whipped up, get it ready, and then I'll be back. We're gonna hit it with just a little bit of rub. We're gonna put the garlic herb butter on it, and carry on from there. So, all right, I'll be back. All right, so now we're gonna make the garlic herb butter. Got dill, thyme, oregano, tarragon, and fresh basil, garlic, salted sweet cream, room temp, and over here we have some Trendkill. So first, I am just going to lightly dust our trimmed up meat. It's just a little of the Trendkill. Just let some of that get in there. Get it all the way around. Let gravity do the work. right. So now, 1 second. All right, so now I'm gonna glove up here. And we're going to mix our butter together. Nice wet hands. All right, so first off, we can get the garlic in there. Got our dill. Got our thyme. It's approximately 3 sprigs of each. Just very coarse chopped. As the butter does its thing, the herbs crust up and it just forms a beautiful crust around our meat. Then I'm going to drop in about a teaspoon of Trendkill. So, I'm going to get this mixed up. See here. Make sure she all gets blended together nice. And that should pretty much do it. Now, I am going to just put a nice coat on this guy right here. Get her all around it. Shoot the edge. All right. So now, for the other side, I am actually going to, forgot to get my piece of parchment out. Give me a second. Got a little piece of parchment. And then we're gonna make it even more slick. A little bit of duck fat. That way, as it's crisp, searing up, getting done in the fridge there, as it's cooling down and chilling, it will won't stick so bad, and we'll actually maintain our herb butter on the meat. So that's what we're gonna do with this. I'm only gonna roll it on its side. That's all I need to get this backside, the bottom end of this this roast coated. Once the butter hardens, we'll have a nice coat around that other side as well. So, all sides will get equal love anyway. So, just like that. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pan that, and I'm going to throw it in the fridge for probably about a half hour, 45 minutes, just to get it chilled up. Put it on there too soon. I don't want the meat to get super cold. I've already let the meat come to room temperature. So if you let it get too cold, then your meat gets cold. If you put it on there too warm, before the butter has any chance to form its crust, it just melts right off and drips into your thing. So you're wasting your time then. So, but I'm gonna let that chill in the fridge, and I'll be back. All right, boys and girls. So I'm just sitting at 115 right now. Here she is, right here. It's looking mighty fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it and I'm gonna let it rest. Then I'm gonna slice it into medallions and we're gonna get it seasoned up and then we're gonna sear it off. So, but I wanna let it rest and let everything soak back in there, get everything situated. So I'm gonna power this big boy down right now. It happened quick. I even had to, this is the first time I actually won this in a contest. So it's the first time ever using it. And I didn't trust it because of how quickly the temperature actually came up on it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this guy off. Looking good. That's it. So I'm gonna go let this rest for a little bit. We're gonna get it sliced up, we're gonna season, and then we're gonna sear them off. All right, boys and girls, here we are. We've had it resting for about 30 minutes or so, 35 minutes. Now, we are going to cut some medallions out. Like I said, she was at 115. And that's how we're gonna roll. And what we're gonna do is we are just going to lightly hit them. A little season. It's a trend kill right here. Not much. They don't need it. Get it in there. It's already a ton of flavor in there, so go pretty easy on this. That's that. So now I'm going to set up the 640 out there, get her up to about 450 on the open side, 2-piece diffuser. I got the door open, and I'm gonna drop them on and we're gonna sear them off. We'll be back. All right, boys and girls, let's sear these babies. Got. Be gentle with them at first here. They will tighten up. Drop them right on the grill grates. Said that meat's only sitting at 115 right now. So I'm gonna let them go. A couple minutes on all sides. Sear them around, and I'll be checking them. Probably pull them at around the 130 mark. Hit them with our God butter that we made earlier, with the bone marrow and all that other good stuff. And we're gonna eat. So I'll be back. All right, I thought I'd bring it here. This is what we got going on right now. Just gave them a flip. Firming up nicely. They're coming in. I'll let them go for a few more minutes on that side, throw some more oak at them, and pull them off. All right, boys and girls, here they are, finished up. They look beautiful. They smell fantastic. Right around the 130 mark. And this right here is my butter. This is the God butter. So we're just gonna take some of this and give each one of these just a little bit of love. And just let that melt in there.